If you want to upgrade your style and look a little bit more elegant, classy, expensive, or maybe like those old money vibes, you're gonna love today's video because I'm sharing some expensive outfit formulas that are easy to recreate, oftentimes stuff you already have in your closet. Now, one thing I'm going to say is that a lot of these outfits have some things in common, and we're gonna go over exactly what those are at the end of the video. Now, this first outfit that definitely gives old money vibes is styling a long coat with a long dress, a belt, and tall boots. Just long lengths all over. Now, maxi lengths in general just look very dramatic, very elegant, which is why I think this look just looks very expensive because we've got the drama from the maxi length dress or skirt. Again, we're adding even more drama with a long length coat and then some long boots as well. It's a very elongating look, obviously, very dramatic, very elegant. Now, some things to pay attention to when you're trying to recreate this look is the coat should fit well, not looking for any of these oversized boxy silhouettes. A lot of those are really on trend right now, but you'll notice that these coats just fit really nicely. You can do this with a maxi skirt or a maxi dress if you would like, and it looks beautiful styled with a long wool coat and some knee-high boots. Since a lot of this is very long, it looks particularly great when you add a belt to stitch in at the waist, and it's very much old money, like rich mom vibes. This next expensive outfit formula is simply trousers with a button down tucked in and cinched with a belt. I know that this can be a very classic office workwear look, but listen, it's chic, it's classic, and it does look expensive. I would always tuck in your button down when you're trying to recreate this look and cinch the waist with the belt. When it comes to your belt, I would definitely avoid something thick, heavy, no big, large logos. Instead, I would look for something a little bit more understated with classy hardware, gold, silver, whatever it is that you prefer, and more of a thin belt. Also, pay attention to your fabrics when you're creating this look, or any of them on this list for that matter. If you'll notice, a lot of these blouses, not only do they fit really nicely, they're tailored, but they're very luxurious fabrics. They're either usually silk, linen, or cotton fits. Now, speaking of natural fabrics, if you're wanting something a little bit warmer to keep you warm as we transition into spring season or for fall and winter looks, then cable knit sweaters are also a very old money look. This is just a very classic knit, also looks beautiful styled with trousers, and it's just a great alternative if you're wanting to be a little bit warmer than like with a button down, but still want to look chic and put together. I would definitely avoid your oversized cable knits for something like this, and if you're looking for a little bit of extra warmth, you can also layer this over your button down. It's just a very classic preppy look. Now, when this video drops, we are headed into the spring season, so of course I wanted to share some expensive outfit formulas that are going to work for the spring and summer season. And the first is a simple shift dress, oftentimes in like a tweed fabric with flats. For whatever reason, this looks very chic, very elegant, and this really like never goes out of style. It looks particularly chic. You can do this with like cap toe flats. This is also a very timeless look, very preppy. You can do this with flat sandals if you don't want to do, maybe that's like a little bit too prim and proper for you. And the shift dress itself is just a very classic style. I think it's also very wearable too, particularly if you feel like you want to hide your midsection a little bit. I think the shift dress is a great way to do so. It can be flattering on a lot of different body types. The shift dress is also very comfortable, right? It's not figure hugging like other dresses or other silhouettes, yet you can still show off a little bit of leg and maybe arms if it's sleeveless, while still wearing more of a conservative style. Now, if you're wearing this in the spring and it's still cool, or maybe even early fall, this is easy to layer up with blazers. Maybe like a chic tweed lady jacket would work as well. And it's just another cute way to wear this. I personally always have loved a good shift dress. I just feel really comfortable with them. I feel like, again, it's flattering, it's easy, and it's just a good go-to. Another elegant outfit formula that always look expensive is pairing a navy blazer with a striped top and trousers. I had to include navy on this list because there's something about navy, which I actually put on specifically for this video today, that just looks rich. It just looks expensive, very classy, very elegant vibes, which is exactly what we're breaking down in today's video. You can style this with a striped, like a pinstripe button down. You can do it with a solid color button down as well. It doesn't have to be pinstriped, although the pinstripe just looks really cute together with the navy and adds a little bit of a print. Add a trousers and a belt, and it's just an instantly luxe look. This also works with straight leg trousers, your wide leg trousers. You can even do this with denim pants. I am not including a ton of denim on this list because, you know, this is a video about how to look more expensive, and jeans don't always look expensive, but this particular outfit looks really great, even though it's like darker navy jeans with the darker navy blazer. I don't know, I just feel like this one actually works. I also wanted to include the these plaid cropped trousers. I think this is a really fun fit. You know, this leans a little bit more fashion forward, and if you prefer a print, then you might like a look like this, yet the navy blazer and the top just make the whole thing look a lot more expensive. Another spring and summer expensive outfit formula is pairing a striped button down with some longer shorts. Typically, this is like a trouser short. Now, I know a lot of these looks tend to be a little bit more on the conservative side, but that actually is what tends to make your outfits look a little bit more expensive. But we don't want to be covered up too either when it's too hot, right? And that's where a trouser short like this can really come in, and it can look really chic and very elegant. You can choose to belt this look or not. For me, this is very much giving like European summer vibes. If you want to go for a little bit more of relaxed fit, then you don't have to add the belt. If you want to look a little bit more, just slightly more dressed up, a little more protected, then you can definitely belt this look. For the summer months, I do think you can go a tad looser on the button down. Again, we're not doing anything like you're going to be swimming in that's super oversized, but something really breathable. And if you don't feel like a long sleeve button down is breathable, again, really pay attention to your fabrics. Look for something that's crisp, like 100% linen or 100% cotton. And these are going to be a lot more breathable than your synthetic fabrics. You can absolutely wear this with flat sandals. Again, like I mentioned, I feel like this is a really great European travel outfit, like a nice vacation outfit that you look put together, you feel comfortable, it looks expensive, yet you don't look like, your outfit's not like screaming tourist. I wanted to share a couple more spring and summer options, and this one is probably not one that you have typically seen on other lists before, but this happens to be a staple for me, and that is the white silk maxi skirt. I think this is just such an elegant skirt, really could be a spring staple for you. This looks really great with a button down tucked in. If you don't love the idea of a button down because you're not a button down girly, you can also do this with a crew neck. There's some really nice, Quince has some really nice short sleeve crew neck cashmere sweaters. They're very lightweight, they're actually thin and breathable, believe it or not. That would look really elegant with this. There's just a lot of versatility that you can get out of a silk skirt. Now, something that you'll notice with some of the silk skirt outfits that I shared with you, and just some of the outfits in general, is that everything is nicely tailored, right? Nothing is oversized or too boxy. Everything is really well tailored. It's not oversized, it's not too small. And I have a really good example to share with you of this. So I found this silk skirt outfit, which looks really cute, by the way. It is styled with a little bit of oversized sweater. It's more of like just a bigger fit, really loose. I think this is super trendy, fashion forward, very fun. I would absolutely wear this. There's nothing wrong with it. However, when you see it compared to this other outfit, and this is a little bit more of a fitted top, well, I mean, I feel like it's plain as day when you're comparing them next to each other that one of them looks a lot more expensive than the other one. And that's for a reason. So again, I'm not saying that you can't wear oversized fits or that you can't do some of the trend forward ways, but if you're specifically trying to look more expensive, more rich mom, more like old money vibes, which is probably what you're doing if you're watching this video, right? That's what you're interested, then you are going to want to do more of the fitted look versus the oversized. I would say the same thing goes with blouses, like your button downs that are nicer fabrics and a little bit more tailored look more expensive. And right now, it's very like trendy to wear these high-low things. So you'll see silk skirts with tennis shoes, and you'll see them with tank tops and t-shirts and just more casual things. And that's very trendy. It's very fashion forward. It's cute. I'm not saying don't wear it, but does it look expensive? No, it really doesn't. Now, for my denim girlies out there, I did want to share one denim outfit, and that is jeans styled with loafers, a very classic, elegant look, and throw a sweater over your shoulders. This is definitely a little bit more on the preppy side, but it's very easy to recreate. Most of us have a lot of these elements in our closet already, and it just looks very polished, prim, proper, and expensive. And just because you're trying to dress up a little bit more, maybe look a little more elegant and polished, doesn't mean that we can't wear denim. For something like this, you're going to want some clean, straight leg denim, no distressed pairs, no overly tight skinny jeans, no overly baggy jeans, just a really nice clean pair of straight leg denim. You could try this with a button down and a sweater over your shoulders, or maybe a crew neck top, again with a sweater over your shoulders. And this looks really nice in the spring, summer, and even heading into early fall too. This next thing to consider isn't particularly a formula per se, but it is an accessory that we can easily upgrade at basically any of our outfits, and that is the silk scarf. It's just the one little accessory that will make basically any outfit look more expensive. They look great over the shoulders, they look great in your hair, they look great on your neck, they look great as an accessory on your handbag. Like, there's literally endless ways that you can wear a silk scarf. You can also wear them year round. Even though in the fall we wear them a little bit less, they still look really chic and elegant. They look nice as a layering piece too, a blazer or a top, and then a silk scarf around the neck. It just looks really elegant to have that little pop of texture and color. What's also nice is that you may have noticed that the majority of outfits that I shared are all solid colors. And this silk scarf is a really fun way to add just like a pop of print, an interest to your outfit without being too busy. Silk scarves can also be a seasonless accessory. I also want to quickly break down a couple of things that all of these looks have in common, and I wonder if you notice these as well. The first is that we're not doing boxy fits, no crop tops, no oversized, no skin tight. Everything was really well tailored, well balanced, and proportional fit to the body. So really looking for more timeless styles and timeless fits as well. Something that's more classic and more refined versus a little bit of these trendier styles. I wore a maxi skirt with a top and a belt 10 years ago and it's still on trend. Same thing with a shift dress. I've worn shift dress for years. Like a lot of these timeless looks really do not go out of style. You're also not going to see trendy ways to style this look. Like I mentioned, we're seeing trousers with sneakers and silk skirts with sneakers, or, kind of t-shirts maybe styled with like a fancy silk skirt as another example. And I'm not saying don't wear this or that it's not on trend, but it's not an expensive look. And you will notice that just in general, it's a lot more elegant, timeless, classic, and not very trendy. These are also a lot more conservative cuts. Like, look at the difference of these two photos. I mentioned that wearing a silk scarf will upgrade any outfit and make it look expensive. However, I have an example of one that's a little bit more of a showy look and one that's a little bit more on the conservative side, and which one looks more expensive. I mean, to me, it's really obvious which one does. Now, I'm not saying either one of these looks are wrong or that I wouldn't wear them. I'm just telling you that one of them looks more expensive than the other. And if that's what you're going for, which is probably why you're watching this video, then just to keep that in mind. I know that some people associate dressing conservatively with a little bit boring, but I don't think it has to be boring at all. One thing that you'll also notice is that there's a lot of interest created in these outfits with jewelries, really thoughtful accessorizing. It's not like over the top. We're not stacking on the bangles and stacking on the necklaces, but you'll notice maybe like a bold earring here, maybe a simple gold necklace there, maybe a really elegant watch and bracelet. It's very thoughtful. It's very intentional. So you're adding interest to the outfit. So it's not boring because you're dressed a little bit more, yet it's not over the top trendy with accessories where the accessories sometimes end up overpowering your outfit. Lastly, you might have noticed that a lot of these outfits are very similar color combinations that happen to work well together, and there's a reason for that. So if you're wanting to know what color combinations look expensive and kind of have that rich old money vibe, keep watching. I will see you over on this video next.